Today on EA Sports, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we come to you from wintry Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. 95 yards. Wow.
I mean, we talk about flipping the field. Normally we're saying 40, 50 yards, but how about this play? This is as long a play as you'll see.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 23. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns had 6 to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. They go again with Pierce. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Toward the pylon, caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Here's Pierce on the counter. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now a throw here, hold in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. It certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your person.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 26 yards. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a...
Oh, wow.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Well, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They come up now on 2nd and 2. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the fourth quarter as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
65 seconds, 72 yards.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jerry Jeudy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Oh, good move. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. He's got it. A lot of work to get to the 1st down marker. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're back underway for the right to hoist that Lamar Hunt trophy. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals set to take over. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here. Pierce now up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, Kent.
Now the ball comes loose. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete. So the next score wins here in the playoffs, and we will go as long as need be as they work here on second down. Now he's forced out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And we will play on here in overtime. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 74 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. This now in field goal range. It's a question of when you want to try it. Here's first down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny.
No.
But they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints.
Cincinnati.
Get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.